Today we're going to do some listening activities, but before that, it is very important for us to do pre-listening activities. Why? Because if you do pre-listening activities, you will understand the listening text better. There are some activities that we can do in pre-listening, but here we're going to discuss two activities, making predictions and previewing tasks. In real life, prediction in listening always occurs. When you are to listen to a global news section, you predict that you are to hear information about international events. When you are to listen to a celebrity or an entertainment news section, you predict that you will get updates on celebrities or other information related to entertainment industries. If you're given this picture, for example, as a clue to what the listening text is about, can you make your prediction? If you're given clues, you need to ask yourself questions. Here are 3 questions that can help you make prediction. Who, where, what's happening? Asking yourself questions is the first stage to making prediction. If you're given these 3 questions, your answers to these 3 questions might be, for question who, the people who live in the city below the mountain, where, obviously the city below the mountain, and what's happening, there's a volcanic eruption in the city. So you might probably have an image of the situation, the condition of the people living in the city. Or you might have an image of what's happening there in the city itself. Because now you have already built an image, you have already built the context, it is easier for you to listen to the text. Because you have already had these guesses, you have already had this context of what the topic will be about or what the main ideas will be about. Okay, let's do another practice. Take a look at this picture and try to answer the 3 questions. Have you got the answers to the 3 questions? Very good. Now, let's take a look at another picture. Have you got the answers to the 3 questions? Very good. Have you now had an image in your mind? I bet you have. Now let's take a look at another picture. Can you answer the questions? Very good. Have you had an image now in your mind? Of course you have. Very good. As I said earlier, we're going to do 2 activities before we actually listen to the text. The first one is making prediction and the second one is previewing the task. Previewing the task will help you focus because you know what information you're going to select. For example, here you have this task. Directions. Listen to people talking about extreme natural events. Number the pictures. You have a table, and inside the table are questions. Who, where were they, who were they with, what did they think first? Of course, by previewing this task, you know that the answer to question who will be names of people. Where were they? Places. Who were they with? Again, people. What did they think first? The answer can be events, situations, or activities. Knowing what you should focus on will help you understand listening better. will help you answer the questions better. Now let's listen and confirm your predictions and see whether previewing the task really helps you out or not. Let's listen.
Page 67. Listening. 1. Lucy.
I was traveling with my sister in South America when there was an earthquake near the town where we were staying. We were in a student hostel, and she was in a different room from me. I was asleep when it started, and I woke up because my bed was shaking. First I thought, oh, it must be my sister. We have to get up. Then I realized it can't be my sister. She's in a different room. Then a bell started ringing, and I heard someone in the hall. He was speaking in Spanish, but I don't understand Spanish. So I went to the door, and people were running down the hall. "Don't use the elevators!" someone shouted. Then I realized it must be an earthquake.
2. Adam.
There was an avalanche when my girlfriend and I were on a skiing vacation in Aspen, Colorado. Fortunately, we weren't actually skiing at the time. We were in the coffee shop in our hotel. I heard a noise, and at first I thought it must be thunder. But then I looked out the window and the sky was blue. So I thought, it can't be thunder. There are no clouds in the sky. Then someone shouted and pointed at the window on the other side of the coffee shop. There was a huge avalanche coming down a nearby mountain. We all stood there and watched the snow. It was incredible. Fortunately, no one was skiing on the mountain at that time.
3. Maggie.
I was on a family beach vacation in the Philippines last year when there was a tsunami. I was sleeping in my hotel room when it happened. I woke up when I heard shouting. I thought, what on earth is going on? I thought someone famous must be at the hotel. It was possible. We were staying at a very expensive hotel. Anyway, I went onto my balcony and people were running away from the beach. And this kind of wave was following them. I was so lucky I was on the 4th floor of the hotel.
Page 67. Listening plus.
So, can you answer the questions? Can you complete the table? If you still have missing information, go back and then listen to the text again. We'll continue with the next video after this. Go to your Google Classroom and answer the questions there. Thank you.